The level of insecurity in Nigeria is getting worse every day by day. Killing in Nigeria is not like the order of the day. Every day there are cases of people being kidnapped, farmers killed at the farm, people being robbed on the road. And there is nothing that the government is doing about it. The level of insecurity is so alarming to the point that innocent children are being kidnapped. So here comes another sad news coming from the northwest Nigeria. Over 200 students, almost 300 students, were kidnapped on the 7th of March 2024. Their only crime is that they went to school to study, to learn, to become the fishers of tomorrow that we were told. But how true is this statement? Children who went to school were kidnapped, and the bandits, they have been asking for ransom. I mean, huge amounts of money. And it is already a week that this happened. These mothers, fathers, they haven't seen their children for good 7 days. They cannot even give an account if the children are still alive or dead. Instead, they are getting calls, threats from these bandits that they should pay a huge amount of money for their children to be released, without any guarantee that after payment, the children will be truly released. And a lot of questions have been popping up. People have been asking questions. And according to the family of the victims, the Nigerian government haven't sent any form of help since this incident happened. So for the past 7 days, Tinubu government is yet to assign the security department to handle this case. These bandits, they have been calling. I have just few questions to ask. Why is it that these bandits cannot be tracked? Individuals can track people through phone number. So how come these bandits, they keep calling on phone, and yet the Nigerian security department cannot track them? Like, what exactly is these people taking us for? The only offense these little children committed is because they woke up in the morning, have their bath, and went to school with the hope of a better future, not knowing that their life is already in jeopardy for choosing education. And after this incident, few days later, the president of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, went to Mina to inaugurate an airport that was renamed after him. Wow. What a misplaced priority. Children under you are missing. Children under your care are nowhere to be found. And what matters to you is to fly to Mina to inaugurate an airport. Like, how does this make sense? Does it mean that the life of a common Nigeria does not matter to these people? Indeed. Things has fallen apart. How did we get to this point where life of humans doesn't matter anymore in Nigeria? How did we get to this point? People keep asking questions. Mothers are crying. They are looking for their children. There is no security department that has been assigned to carry on this case, to find solutions to what is going on. Instead, Tinubu is busy with inauguration of an airport because it was named after him. I watched a video of what Indian journalist said, and I said, let me bring the video to you. I just want to remind our people that our shame don't fool this world. It's not just in Nigeria, but others, they're seeing what we're doing. I wanted to get angry when I saw the Indian journalist talking about Nigerian issue, knowing the kind of issue in India as well. But why should I be angry when our shame done too much? When the whole world, they don't see us finish. That is why our passport holds no water to anyone. Yes, because even the government cannot govern itself anymore. Listen to her. Tell me what you think.
What would you do? About a kidnapping. Almost 300 students were taken from their school during morning assembly. This was last Thursday. The children still haven't been found, and no group has taken responsibility yet. But the kidnappers are expected to demand a large ransom for their release. Now, if this was happening on your watch, what would you do? Send out the army? Go meet the families of the victims? Set up base in the affected town until the children are found? All good options. But Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu has different ideas. He did fly out yesterday, but he landed about 150 kilometers south of the affected village. He went to a different state. Why? To inaugurate an airport that has been renamed after him. So amid a spree of kidnappings, Nigeria's president chooses to inaugurate the Bola Tinubu airport. A crisis is unfolding under his nose, but Tinubu is busy cutting ribbons, which begs the question, how tone deaf can you be? How can you ignore the plight of your citizens? These are some families from Kuriga, the village where the children were kidnapped.
We plead with the government to help us. We don't have any security in this community, no police outpost, no military presence, and no local vigilante. We are responsible for our own security, so anytime they want, they will invade the community and do whatever they feel like doing.
We don't know what to do, but we believe in God. We don't have security, no soldiers, no police to protect the school.
This problem we are facing, we are crying, looking for help from the government and God. But it is the gunmen that will decide to bring the children back.
They say they haven't received any help from the government. They're at the mercy of the bandits, and they're anxiously waiting to get their children back. In this situation, inaugurating an airport seems absurd. Now, the Nigerian government will say that they are on top of things. They have reportedly deployed the army. They're apparently working with the Air Force and local vigilante groups as well. But so far, there have been no updates on the whereabouts of the children. Meanwhile, there have been more kidnappings. On Saturday, 15 more school children were taken, this time in the country's far north. In another case, kidnappers have come out with their ransom demand. This is for 16 people who were kidnapped on the 28th of February. The kidnappers allegedly want 14 trillion naira. That's about 25 billion US dollars. Of course, that's a ridiculous amount, but it shows the impunity of the kidnappers. They've been getting bolder over the last few months. Since Tinubu came to power last May, an estimated 4,500 people have been kidnapped across the country. This is according to a consultancy based in Lagos in southern Nigeria. 4,500 kidnappings in the last 9 months on Tinubu's watch. It adds to his growing list of scandals. He's appointed his son-in-law to a high government post. His economic policies have caused the naira to crash. The people have been suffering with rising inflation, and now kidnappings are rampant again.